goal setting. Now, we all hear about things, goals, SMART goals, all these different goals, goals. Now, why do we obsess about goals? Like, why do we do it as a society? Well, it's because we hear these things like, if you set a goal, then you're more likely to do well in life because you have something that you're aiming for. Which is true, you do. But some goals, like you set a goal of, in 1 year's time, I'm going to have £458,000 and I'm going to have this. And you pick an exact date. And this is something called a SMART goal. And if you don't put a time limit on it, some people will say that it will just stay a dream, it will never be reality. And I've pondered with this thing called goals for a while. And the truth is, I think that there are a lot of goals which are just crap. And the reason that I say that is because there are so many uncertainties in this world. There are so many things that we have no idea what will happen. That if we just focus on this one goal, that we may lose sight of what actually matters to us. So let me explain to you why some goals are good and some goals are bad. So if we think of a mechanical goal, I need to do this many things. It's a very mechanical thing. And then I will make 10 of them, right? So let's say you're creating watches. And watches are very easy to create. And roughly they take you an hour. And you say, okay, I'm going to make 10 of them each day. Or I'm going to aim for 9 each day. Now, it's a mechanical process. You don't have to think about it. So naturally, if you set a goal, you know you could do it faster. But the problem occurs when you have to use some sort of creativity. Because if you have to use some sort of creativity and you're focused on a goal, your creativity is just narrowed. It's not going to work. And why is that? Because you're focused on this one thing. This is what you want. So you can't think outside the box. You can't think of other avenues. Another reason why goals aren't very good is because you sacrifice things. So yeah, you achieved your goal, but you screwed up your relationship, you screwed up your health, you're unhappy, you're stressed out, but you achieved your goal. So what? It's a goal, it doesn't matter. It drives you, but is that what you need? Do you have to have a goal to drive you? Or could you just be driven yourself? So I've pondered with goals for a long time, and for me, it's more about setting B goals. Like, who are you? What is it that's integral to you? Are you a person that values family? You're a person that values productivity? What is it that you value most in life? And living through those values. If you think of Google, Google doesn't set many goals because how could they? They need to be so quick at adjusting that if they set a goal, by the time they've achieved that goal, they need to completely change because the world is moving so quickly. We're in an age that constantly changes. If you imagine that you were younger and you set a social media goal of having lots of followers on MySpace, and you just focused on MySpace, and you never thought about Facebook, and you constantly focused on that, then you'd miss opportunities. And for many of us, because of our narrow focus on our goals, we miss other opportunities. So set B goals. Set goals that are for you, connecting more with people. And people will say, oh, it's ambiguous. It's ambiguous, but does it stress you out? Of course not. You said you have to connect with 5 people every day. We end up cheating ourselves. And by this I mean, we'll set goals in the gym. So, okay, I'm going to do 10 reps of this. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're struggling. So you go, and just go 9, 10. And you're like, oh, yeah, I did it. But did you really? Did you do it properly, like integral to yourself? Or did you just cheat yourself to get the goal? Because for many of us, we cheat ourselves to get the goal. Let's say you want to get 1,000 followers in a month. And then at the end of the month, you just buy the followers to achieve your goal. Is that really a sustainable thing to do? So for you today, if you're watching this, I would suggest that have a rethink about your goals. Think about what it is that you really want to do. Because the truth of the matter is, goals limit you. Because if you're being the best you, then this is what you're going to achieve, okay? As soon as you start putting a goal on it, it could be less, it could be more. If it's more, you're going to feel unhappy, and you're probably not going to do as much. If it's lower, then you're going to think, oh, well, I should have set a higher goal. If you think of running, if you think, oh, I'm going to run something in 60 seconds or less, and then you make 59, you're like, yes, I did it. But then if you ran your best, if you were your most authentic self, and you ran 54, that's you. That's you at your best. If you wake up every day saying, I'm going to make today the best day, and I'm going to work my ass off, and you went like that as opposed to just thinking about these goals and just focusing on this one thing, it's not going to help you. So yes, there are things we need to do in life, but you're going to survive. You don't need to rush through. Most of us are just running and running and running. Just stop. You can walk. Take your time. Do things properly. Don't cheat yourself.